Good morning from America's newest Wolves Galita on television. I'm your host, Geico Rojan, the boy on us. Corrosion, pay your Geico bills, IVR with Kyle O'Donnell. The ball's in your court, New England, you won. Confessed by Kin. Yeah, triple kins. Triple. Today's show is provided support by MerriweatherA.Law, advancing us with us S1L5. And by Eric Bauer, shop 50% off all outerwear and fleece. Shop 50% off all outerwear and fleece. Shop women, shop men's. 30% off all pants, capris, and jeans. Ends Monday, February 13th. And flannel spring and equals the perfect pairing. Only at ericbauer.com. Cuatro cliente preferencia. Verizon. Shop support in my Verizon free 2-day shipping in-store pickup on best price guaranteed and shop Valentine's deals now. Get the 50% off the Motorola Z Force Droid. Find your perfect match on Verizon. In Twin Rise. Buffalo State College. Smartphones you might like. Get $200 off any iPad purchase. $200 off any iPad purchase and $150 off Gear S2 watch purchase from Samsung. I love the song. Only from Verizon MerriweatherA.Law. Cuatro cliente preferencia. Heather Howard's Molten Chocolate Everything. Indulge your senses with our Molten Chocolate Trio, topped with mocha-infused espresso whipped cream and a drizzle of our decadent chocolate espresso sauce. Share one of these today with your chocolate delights with a loved one through Valentine's Day. Details available on our Heather Howard side. Free tumbler with any purchase of $50 or more. Use code XOXO. We love you. Cuatro cliente preferencia. Nesquik. Necessity. Necessitate. Necessifed. It's just that good. It's just deliciously nutritious. 40%, 45% less sugar than most leading drinks. 7 essential vitamins and minerals. See all of our products available in strawberry, banana, double chocolate, and more. See all our products at Nesquik.com. STL. So Nestle. HTL Black. You got it. Strasbourg. When you say, I say. Method acting. Visit West Hollywood method acting, Strasbourg.com. Discover the method, how it works. It's not science, it's method acting. Strasbourg.com. Get your classes. Cuatro cliente preferencia. Westinghouse lights innovation you can be sure of. The power to choose your light bulb. Only from White Westinghouse CBS. And from Canon 3, a judge should perform duties of the office fairly, impartially, and diligently. That's the Canon brought to you by today's show. Let's get to our video. The president here is going to explain W. He wants the W. I think so.
On LGBT rights. I'm sorry. Where's Chris?
W.
On LGBT rights, we've seen a lot of achievements over the past 8 years, including
We're in an hour at.
protection legislation, Joint Stone Tell repeal, marriage equality nationwide.
We're in an hour at. No, we can't talk about that.
How do you think LGBT rights will rank in terms of your accomplishments?
Audiobook available on via State Titled Album. Audiobook.
I could not be prouder.
Here's my W.
The transformation.
Transformation.
Society, just in the last decade.
Yes, it is W.
And I've said before.
Audiobook.
We made some useful contributions.
Audiobook.
The primary
PFV.
Heroes in this
change
stage of
add a V.
Our growth as a democracy and a
Add
society.
a V to the menu.
All the individual activists and
for audiobook.
Sons and daughters and.
Good morning, Barack. This is Geico.
Courageously said, "This is who I am."
Our bills have been paid through our IVR service with Kyle.
That opened people's minds.
Geico Pay.
Opened their hearts. And
Google.
Eventually,
Geico Pay.
Caught up. But
no, well, that's true. But no, Geico Pay.
cases,
Geico IVR.
but in some cases just quiet and very personal. And I think that what we did as an administration
Absolutely.
was to help the society
The society
to move in a better
to
direction.
move.
But to do so in a way that
Yeah.
didn't create an enormous backlash and
Call us at 1-800-932.
was
Amount
systematic.
8872. Kyle O'Donnell will take your payment.
In some cases, these
As long as you say the word H.
I think
Yeah,
the
just
way
say
we handled,
H
for
and he'll take your
example, don't
payment.
ask, don't tell. Being methodical
H.
about it, working with the Joint Chiefs, making
This is
sure
Kyle. How can I help
we
you?
showed this would not have
Would like to
an
pay my
impact
bill.
on, the effectiveness
How much
of
are
the
you
greatest
paying?
military on earth.
$932.
And then
SSI. That's right,
Defense
Siri.
Secretary Bob Gates, the Chairman Mike
Enter
Mullen,
your credit
Joint
card
Chiefs
number.
who were open to evidence and
Payment
ultimately,
accepted. I'm your
working to do the
orthopedic
right thing.
surgeon. Oh, good lord.
I am proud of that. But
Good
again,
lord, Claire.
none of
Here.
that would have happened
Good lord.
without
Sprint.
this incredible
Just say
transformation
H and I'll
that was
take your
happening in
payment.
society out there. You know, when I gave
I'm your HR.
um,
You got it.
Ellen the Presidential Medal of Freedom, I meant what I said.
Good morning,
I
Mr.
think,
President, former. It's
somebody
Friday.
that kind and likable, projecting into
Projecting.
uh, you know, living rooms.
Today
around
is
the country.
CDMAYORKREDITCardvardX3. I'm sorry, X3.52.
And that wasn't
Sears
easy. And
televisions.
that's just one small example
Absolutely.
of what was happening in countless communities all across
Kyle,
the country.
take our payment.
So I'm proud that
Absolutely.
that in certain places we maybe provided a good block downfield.
It's a robocall.
The movement advance.
Robocalls. Good lord, what are robocalls?
Something that
Google
will be
robocalls.
reversible.
Oh, not robocall.
Because American society has changed.
Robocalls.
The attitudes of young people in particular have changed.
Robocall.
That doesn't mean there aren't going to be some
Good lord, manually,
things,
please.
that are important. Legal issues, issues surrounding
Auto answer.
transgender persons. There's
Here
still
we
going to
go.
be some
Call
matters
Ruby.
that need to take place. But if you talk to
Robocall is an automated telephone call that delivers a recorded
young
message,
people,
typically on
both
behalf of a
sides the
political
generation,
party or telemarketing
even if they're
company.
Republicans, even if they're conservative,
Robocall.
many of them would tell you, I don't understand
There's
how
something going on here.
you would discriminate against somebody because of sexual orientation.
We can't say that here.
Sort of burned into them
Maybe Barack will tell us.
in pretty powerful ways. April Ryan.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Today's show is brought to you by H&R Block. H&R Block.
People have said that you have expanded the rubber band of inclusion, and with the election and the incoming administration,
File your taxes with H&R Block. Whether you're a first-time filer with a basic tax return or you have a complex tax situation, H&R Block has the tax solutions that fit your needs.
Close the gaps that remain.
Yeah, Channel 3.
What gaps still remain when it comes to rights issues on the
File
table?
for free.
And also, what part will you play
Create an
in
account.
fixing those gaps?
And your taxes are filed for free from H&R Block.
You are the first Black president. Do you expect this country?
Hello, Press Pool. Good morning.
Well, I'll answer the last question first. I think we're going to see people of merit
Thank you, Kool-Aid
rise
Solver.
up from every
Nesquik.
race, faith corner of this country. Because
Thank you,
that's
Nesquik,
America's
man.
when we have everybody getting a chance and everybody's on the field, we end up being better.
Which product is
I've
yours?
used this analogy before. We killed it
Banana Rawberry. Vanilla.
in Brazil. And
Duba
Michelle and
chocolate.
I, we always have our
Strawberry.
here. and it's a lot of fun. First of all,
They just gotta have milk. They just gotta have
anytime
it.
you're
I don't
meeting
know
somebody who's the
why.
best at anything, it's impressive.
Cannon 3.
These mostly very young people are
Very young people.
all just so healthy looking.
All are just so healthy looking.
Beam and exude.
Beam and
fitness and health.
exude.
And so
Greg
we have a great time
W.
talking to them. But they are of all shapes, sizes,
Absolutely.
colors.
RX.
The genetic diversity that is on display is remarkable.
Board of directors for Verizon.
And if you look at a
There's gotta be a
Scott
link
Glass,
somewhere.
and then you look at a Michael Phelps,
Board of directors for
they're completely
Verizon.
different. And it's precisely
Google.
because
Board of directors
those
Verizon.
differences that we've got people here who can excel at any sport.
Board of directors Verizon.
And by the way, more than half of our medals came from women. And the reason is because we had the foresight.
We had the foresight.
Decades ago,
There's gotta be a link with Greg
to
W.
make sure that women got opportunities in sports.
What am I representing? Am I
Our women
told?
compete better because they have more opportunities than
You got it.
folks in other countries. You know, I use that as a metaphor. And
He's
if,
not
in
here
fact,
anymore.
we
Where? Oh,
continue
there he
to
is.
keep
He's 57 years
opportunity open to
old.
everybody, then yeah, we're going to have a woman president. We're going to have a Latino president. We'll have a Jewish
Absolutely.
president, a Hindu president.
Everybody.
You know what? Who knows?
Who
We're
knows?
going to have.
Who knows?
I suspect we'll have a whole bunch of mixed up presidents at some point
Absolutely.
that nobody really knows what to call. And that's fine. What do I worry about? I obviously spent a lot of time on this.
Spend a lot of time.
At my farewell address on Tuesday, so I won't go through the whole list.
Absolutely.
I worry about inequality because I think that if we are not investing in making sure everybody plays
Absolutely.
a role in this economy, the economy will not grow as fast, and I think it will also lead to further and further separation between us as
Oh,
Americans,
good Lord.
and not just along racial lines. I mean, there are a whole bunch of folks who voted for the president-elect because they feel forgotten and disenfranchised.
Absolutely.
They feel as if they're being looked down on. They feel as if their kids aren't going to have the same opportunities as they did.
As they
And
did.
you don't want to have an America in which a very small sliver of people are doing really well,
Absolutely.
and everybody else is fighting for scraps, as I said. Because that's
Absolutely.
oftentimes when racial divisions get magnified. Because people think, well, the only way I'm going to get ahead is
The
if
only
I
way.
make sure somebody else gets less. Somebody who doesn't
Less
look
is
like
more.
me or doesn't worship at the same place I do. Not a good recipe for our democracy.
That's not a good recipe.
Worry about,
I'm worried about.
as I said in response to a previous question, making sure that the basic machinery of our democracy works better.
Absolutely.
We are the only country in the advanced world that makes it harder.
Makes
to
it
vote
harder
rather than easier.
rather than easy.
And that dates back. There's an ugly history to that
I know.
that we should not
That we
be
should
shy
not.
about talking about. Yes, I'm talking about voting rights.
Voting rights.
The reason that we are the only country
Greg
among advanced
Watson.
democracies that makes it harder to vote
Greg Watson.
is it traces directly back to Jim Crow and the
Mr.
legacy of
Mark
slavery.
C. Reed, Chief Administrative Officer
Sort of
and Executive VP of Verizon Communications,
franchise.
the University of Buffalo.
And that's not who we are. That shouldn't be who we are. That's not when America
Mark
works
C.
best.
Reed.
So I hope that people pay a lot of attention to making sure that everybody has a chance to vote.
Telco Partnership.
Not harder. This whole notion of election
whole-
or voting fraud,
Voting fraud.
this is something that is constantly been disproved. This is
Absolutely.
fake news. There are a whole bunch of people out there who are going out there and are not eligible to vote and
Not
want
eligible
to
to
vote.
vote.
We have the opposite problem. We have a whole bunch of people who are eligible to vote who don't vote.
Absolutely.
And so the idea that we put in place a whole bunch of barriers to people voting doesn't make sense. And then As I've said before, political gerrymandering that makes your vote matter less because politicians have decided you live in a district where everybody votes the same way you do, so that and we get 90% Democratic districts, 90% Republican districts. That's bad for our democracy too. I worry about that. I think it is very important for us to make sure that our criminal justice system is fair and just.
Good
But
Lord,
I also
put this
think
on
it's
the
also
screen.
very important to make sure that
We have breaking news.
Is not politicized, that it maintains an integrity that is outside.
Mark Stefanski, Senior Vice President, Investor Relations
At every level.
and Verizon Communications.
I think at some point we're going to have to spend.
What does Tiffany have to say about
this? Will require some action by the Supreme Court. We have to re-examine just the flood of
Villanova University,
that goes into our
Pennsylvania
politics,
State.
Which is very unhealthy. So there are a whole bunch of things I worry about there.
Can the president explain this, please?
As I said in my speech on Tuesday, we got more work to do on race.
Have I worked for Verizon before?
It is simply not true that things have gotten worse.
Oh, such.
Things are getting better. And I have more confidence on racial issues in the next generation than I do in our generation or the previous generation.
I'm not sure what's going on. Yeah.
I think kids are smarter about it. They're more tolerant. They are more inclusive by instinct than we are. And hopefully my presidency maybe.
MCI Communications.
But, you know, we...
Philarag.
When we feel
Villanova.
stress, when we feel pressure.
I know that.
When we're just fed
cancer
information that encourages some of our
cancer.
Worst instincts, we tend to fall back into
cancer.
Some of the old racial fears and racial
what is this? Oh my God.
Stereotypes. And it's very hard for us to
it is very
and
very
as people.
And
imagine being in that person's shoes.
Being in that person's shoes.
And by the way, it's no longer
a black
and white issue alone. You got Hispanic folks and you got Asian
Hispanic
folks.
vote.
This is not just.
This is not just.
You know, the same old battles.
The same old battle.
We got this.
We got this
stew that's bubbling up with people from everywhere, and we're going to have to make sure that we, in our own lives and our own families and
Mike
workplaces,
Stefanski,
do a better job of treating everybody with basic respect. Understanding that not everybody starts off in the same situation.
The same situation.
What would it be like if you were born in an inner city and had no job prospects anywhere within a 20-mile radius?
Absolutely.
Or how does it feel being born in some rural county where there's no job opportunities in 20-mile radius? And seeing those two things connected as opposed to separate. So, you know, we got work to do. But
we got work to do.
I think on this front, the trend lines ultimately, I think, will be good. Christy Parsons. And Christy, you are going to get the last.
Good morning, everybody. Pay your Geico bills here of Kyle. Robocall.
She listened to what I had to say. So the least I can do.
Audioville available on via 600 album. Audioville. Today's show, CDMAYORKREDITCardvardX3.52. We'll be going home X3 dot. Oh, 200.
The stakes of the 2016 election in very personal terms.
MerriweatherA.Law, $200,000. $200,000, MerriweatherA.Law. Advancing on farm. We offer sub-prorated bonuses. Law firm Shirley advances. tuition bulks and review courses, reimbursement, relocation and real estate benefits, acquisition interest supply, state or qualifications. Revenue incentives or donate the title VI HSBCB's CBS iPhone loan forgiveness and join us directly from America's top law schools $200,000, pay grade school up to $400,000 in calendar year 4.
Across the country, and she really
QIM
women,
Agency.
LGBT folks, people of color, many others. And
Audio
so I
Boo.
wonder now how you and the First Lady are talking to your daughters about the meaning of this
Audio experience
election
11 song.
and how you interpret it for yourself and for them.
And by Eric Bauer.
You know,
You know,
every parent brags
every
on their
parent.
daughters or their sons. You know, if your mom and dad don't brag on you, you know,
Absolutely.
you got problems. But man, my daughters are something. And they just
Absolutely.
surprise and enchant. And,
Surprise and enchant.
impress me more and more every single day as they grow up. And
Good Lord, it looks like a
so these days when
What
we
is
talk,
this?
we talk
claim for payment, purchase of land or property. Use form AC
as
1366
as
as.
parent to child, but also we learn from them.
Good
And
Lord, what
I
is
think
this?
It was really interesting to see how Malia and Sasha reacted. They were
Claim
disappointed.
for payment.
Uh,
Get
they
disabled.
paid attention
I
to
don't
their
want to
mom
be
said they're
disabled.
and
Make a
believe
claim
it
for payment.
because it's consistent
Use
with
form AC
what
1366.
we've tried to teach them in our
Civil Rights
household,
Act. Make a claim.
what I've tried to model as a
Don't
father,
make a
with their mom,
claim. Don't make a claim. Don't
asked
make a
them to
claim.
expect from future boyfriends or
Don't make a claim. You get exercise.
spouses. Um,
Disability.
but what we've also tried to teach them is
Civil Rights Act.
resilience, and we've tried to teach them hope. And
Claim for
the
payment.
only thing that is the end of the world is the end of the world. And so you get
Good
knocked
Lord.
out, get up, brush yourself off, and you
Don't
get
make a
back to work.
claim.
And that tended to be their attitude. I think neither of them intend to
Claim for
pursue
payment.
future
AC form
politics.
3263.
And in that too, I think their mother's influence shows.
Wingate.
But
3.
both of them
3.
have grown up in an environment where I
3.
think they could not help but be patriotic.
Claim for
To love this
payment.
country deeply, to see that it's flawed, but
C.
see that they have responsibilities to fix
Absolutely.
it.
Good
And
morning, everybody.
that they need to be active citizens.
Anderson,
They have
AC.
to be in a position to talk to their friends and
Yeah.
their teachers and
He's the ER
their
cop.
coworkers in ways
Anderson,
that
the ER cop.
some light as opposed to
Fast track.
just generate a lot of sound and
Yeah,
fury.
how did they do that?
And I expect that's what they're going to do.
They fast track
You know,
people
they do not.
to the only one who can solve it. The only one.
And
An
what
ER cop. I don't understand that.
I'm proud of them.
Yes, you do. You understand.
But what makes me proudest about them is
We're the only
and
solution.
also don't get cynical about it. They have not assumed because their side didn't
They're
win,
the only
or
solution.
because
We gotta go.
some of
Thank you,
the
Mr. Greg
values they
W.
care about don't seem as if they were vindicated, that automatically
I'm sure that's why.
has somehow rejected them or rejected their values.
Florida
I don't think
RX
they-
companies. We gotta
I don't
go.
think they-
We'll talk to you guys from the hotel. JW Marriott Holiday Inn, Crown,
osmosis in part through
Hilton, Checkers,
time
etc. Who
conversations.
knows?
Appreciate the
Lowe's.
fact that this is a